Hey guys, I wanted to pass on this information really quickly. So if you wanted to conduct a civil marriage in Uganda, please watch this video to the very end. Before coming to my inbox to ask me how to go about it, what requirements, watch this video to the very end because I keep on getting the same question, what do I do, what are the requirements? So please listen attentively. Number one, if one of you has been married before, or if the both of you have been married before, you must provide a divorce decree in case your last relationship or your last marriage ended up in a divorce. You must present a divorce decree absolute. If you've been divorced before, you definitely have this document. They give it to you. So you must have it and provide it. Number two, if one of you is foreign, let's say maybe the lady is Ugandan and the man is foreign, you must provide a single status letter. That person has to go to their country. Even if it's Kenya, he has to go to his country in Kenya and learn how to apply for a single status letter in Kenya and get a single status letter and bring it. That single status letter must be legalized by his country. Do you get it? Not just a single status letter and that's it. No, it has to be legalized, sometimes notarized. This is because it's going to be used outside of Kenya, so that's why it has to be legalized so that it's allowed to be used in a different country. So when it comes to a single status letter, this is non-negotiable. It's not something that we wake up one morning and be like, we need a single status letter. So before thinking of a civil marriage, ensure that you advise your man to apply for a single status letter, even if you already provided the divorce decree. Okay? But in case you guys have never been divorced before, or like nobody amongst you has been married before, the single status letter is enough. You don't have to get the divorce decree. Single status letter is a must. There are no excuses, no things like, this and that. No, you have to get it, because without it, the marriage cannot be conducted. The application can't even go through without it. I don't know if you guys understand. Okay. So it's not something that is negotiated upon. Without it, nothing can happen. So advise your man to apply for a single status letter in his country. One thing you should understand that the way of applying for single status letters per country differs. So if you come to me and be like, so how do we do it? I do not know, because I am in Uganda. I only know how to apply for single status letters in Uganda for Ugandans. So when it comes to other countries, I do not know. Okay, so please tell your man to do some research and apply for a single status letter and send it. And still, when that man, one of you is foreign, be it the lady or the man, he should give you a picture of his passport. He should take a picture of his passport and then a passport size photo, and then you, the lady, okay, let's say you, the Ugandan citizen, the other spouse, but you're Ugandan citizen. This is what you will need. Like I said, if you've been divorced before, the divorce decree is a must, even if you're a Ugandan. Okay. Number two, you will not need a single status letter if you're Ugandan and the marriage is to happen in Uganda. You will not need the single status letter. Instead, you will need an LC1 introduction letter. Go to the LC1 of your area, ask them for an introduction letter. It just has to have things like, oh, we know so and so, Shakira is a resident of this place and we've known her for a very long time. They can even go forward to add, actually, when you began living there, like Shakira has been living here like last month to now. Go to the LC1, get an LC1 introduction letter. One thing that you should understand is the LC1 should be of the place you're residing. Let's say if you want your marriage to be in Kampala, you must be a resident of Kampala. I don't know if we are on the same pace or where we are together. So if your marriage is to happen in Kampala, ensure that you're a resident of Kampala and get an LC1 from Kampala. You cannot be wanting to have a marriage in Kampala, but you're a resident of Jinja and your LC1 letter is from Jinja. Okay? Okay. Then get 2 witnesses. But in case your man decides to bring his own witness, he should bring 1 witness and you also bring 1 witness. But in most cases, the spouse that is in Uganda is always like, the one who gets the 2 witnesses, because they are flexible. Sometimes this person may not be able to travel with so many people from his country. So get 2 witnesses and let these witnesses give you copies of their national IDs. Yes. Then get us your passport size photo. And that's more like it. Then affidavits. These ones are drafted by your lawyer. So in this case, if you're working with me, I draft the affidavits and register them. So yeah. What I wanted to say is, when it comes to, if you guys have been divorced before, divorce decrees are must. Okay, let's say maybe you got married before and the marriage ended up in a death. Maybe your husband or your wife died. You must provide the death certificate instead of the divorce decree. So guys, in case you want to conduct a civil marriage, please take note of this, because I understand like sometimes people come and they want things very quickly, and unfortunately there's nothing that I can do, because without some of these things there's nothing that can happen. So another thing that I wanted to say is, take note of when you exactly want the civil marriage to happen. Take note of when you exactly want the civil marriage to happen. Let's say if you come to me, I'm like, Shakira, I want to have a civil marriage in December. Begin the application now. By the time you want a civil marriage in December, make sure that you have these documents with you. Do you get? Yes. So for example, when you apply for a civil marriage, you have to give 21 days notice. Then you set a date after the 21 days notice. So if you want to get married in December, apply now, or you can apply in early November, because you can count off the 21 days, and then you can set your wedding in December. But if you come and say, okay, Shakira, I want to get married next month, like, you need something very quick, because the 21 days notice is a must. However, if you're in a rush, you can do what is called a special license. I think I talked about this one before. Like, it's like an express marriage, okay? But it's more expensive compared to the normal marriage, because obviously you do not have the time to wait for the 21 days. You're in a rush, so you have to pay extra fee for that one. But obviously, I always advise my clients to have enough time, because by the way, if you apply for your marriage when you have a lot of time, or like enough time, you even get time to prepare and organize and like envision how you want your wedding to happen. Even if it's just a simple civil wedding, even it's just simple, but it has to be glamorous. It has to be something that your heart desires and your heart is like content with. Okay, so always put like into consideration the time and the date that you want, or the month, okay, the time frame of when you want your civil wedding to happen. This way it will enable you have proper planning and stuff like that. So before you come to my inbox, please watch this video, and I hope that it helps you guys. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Bye.